Alright guys, this is a topic 7 review, adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers, what we've been working on for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm just going to jump right in and get going with it. Hopefully this will not take 15 minutes and reach the time limit, so we won't need a part 2. But if we do, no worries. So let's look at number 1. This is find the sum of 3/4 and 1/5. Okay, well, sum is highlighted, and that tells us a lot. That tells us that we need to find the sum of these two fractions, which means to add. So I'm going to say 3/4 plus 1/5. Now I can't add these, and I have to find a common denominator. And I told you that a good way to find a common denominator would be to add the two denominators together. And so this would be 20. So my denominator is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 1 times 4 is 4. When I add 15 plus 4, I get 19 over 20. So the sum of these two fractions is 19 over 20. Okay? So let's look at number 2. It says Tim has 5½ of a jar of blackberry jam and 3/8 of a jar of strawberry jam. Write 5/12 and 3/8 using a common denominator. What fraction represents the total amount? Total amount means that we're going to add. So first we have to get them to a common denominator, which is what part A is. So part A is 5/12 plus 3/8. Well, I need a common denominator between the two. And if I list my LCMs of 8 and 12, 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32, 12 times 2 is 24, 12 times 3 is 36, and I can stop because I already see a common denominator, and it's going to be 24. So I'm going to make these two 24. So 12 times 2 is 24, so 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24, 3 times 3 is 9. When I add these two together, I get 19 over 24, and that is the total amount of jam. So he has 19 24ths of jam. Okay, number 3. Max drove for 1/3 hour to get to the store. Then he drove 1/5 hour to get to the library. What fraction of an hour did Max drive in all? In all tells us we're going to add. So I'm going to have 1/3 plus 1/5. And I can't add these two yet because they don't have like denominators, but I know that 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to make that my common denominator. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 15. So he drove 8/15 hours, or of an hour, however you want to say that. So your answer is 8/15. Okay, next one. The bar diagram shows fractional parts of pizza being eaten by Jack and Jane. Okay, so it says rename each fraction using a common denominator and then solve the equation to find the total amount. There's that word total amount again, which means we're going to add. So I have 1/3 plus 1/4. And I know that if I multiply 3 times 4, I'm going to get 12. So that's going to be my common denominator. So 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. And I know 4 plus 3 is 7. So they ate 7/12 of pizza. Okay, pretty simple. Next one. Alicia had 3 1/8 feet of ribbon. She used means she got rid of, 1 3/4 feet. How much did she have left? Well, have left tells us that we're going to subtract. So 3 1/8 minus 1 3/4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and combine my whole numbers. 3 minus 1 is 2. So now I have 2 1/8 minus 3/4. Now, 4 and 8 have a common denominator, and that's going to be 8. What can I multiply 4 by to get to 8? Well, that's 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 3 times 2 will give us our new fraction. So we have 2 and 1/8 minus 6 over 8. Now, I can't do this because I can't take 6 from 1, so I have to regroup. And the way I do that is I'm going to take a whole number, I'm going to cross it out, I'm going to make my whole number 1, and that one that I'm regrouping with, I'm going to make it 8 over 8 because my denominator is eighths. I'm going to add it to the 1/8, which is going to give me 9/8. Now I can subtract 9/8 minus 6/8, and that will give me 1 3/8 left. So she has 1 3/8 ribbon left. All right. If you need to pause, you can and try to work that out. This is the review that we did in class today. So if you weren't here, you're able to get these for the Schoology assignment, Topic 7 assessment practice. All right, so here we have a multiple choice question, but we have to work it out first. It says Addison works 3 1/4 hour on Thursday, 4 2/5 hours on Friday, and 6 1/2 hours on Saturday. How many hours does she work? In all tells us that we're adding all of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my whole numbers first. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So I have 13 1/4 plus 2/5 plus 1/2. Now a common denominator that all three of these will go into would be 20. 4 times 5 is 20, and I know 2 goes into 20. So I'm going to just look at my fractions for a minute. I'm going to put them all over 20. To find my numerator, I've got to multiply. So 4 times 5 is 20. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 10 is 20. 1 times 10 is 10. So now I can add my fractions. 10 plus 8 is 18. Plus 5 is 23 over 20. This is an improper fraction, so I need to change it to a mixed number. 20 goes into 23 one time with 3 left over 20. I've got to add this to my 13. So now I have 13 plus 1 plus 3 over 20. So I know that she worked a total of 14 3/20 of an hour, which is D. Okay. Number 8. The fraction strips below can be used to help find the sum of the two mixed numbers. What's the sum and then what's the difference? Okay, so I'm going to write off to the side. This whole number is one whole number, and I've got 8/10 here. This one is two whole numbers and 3/5. So I'm going to add these together, and I'm going to say 2 3/5 plus 1 8/10. So really I have 3 3/5 plus 8/10. Well, I know a common denominator between 5 and 10 is 10. So 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. So I now have 3 6/10 plus 8/10. 6 plus 8 is 14/10. Well, 10 can go into 14 one time with 4 left over 10. I have to add this to my 3. So 3 plus 1 plus 4/10, which equals 4 4/10. Or you can divide by 2 and say it's 4 2/5. Either one of these answers would work. So that's the sum. Now to find the difference, I'm going to have to subtract. So I've got 2 3/5 minus 1 8/10. Just like before, I've got to find a common denominator. But 2 minus 1 is 1, and 3/5 minus 8/10. Well, if I multiply this by 2 and this by 2, I get 1 6/10 minus 8/10. Just like before, we're going to have to regroup. I can't take 8 from 6, so I'm going to cross this out and make this 10 over 10. And I'm going to add it to the 6. So that's going to be 16 tenths minus 8 tenths, which equals 8 tenths. So the difference is 8 over 10, and my sum is 4 and 4 tenths, or 4 and 2 fifths. Okay, and number 9. It says we're making a frame in the shape of an equilateral triangle with the dimensions shown below. What is the perimeter? Perimeter means what are all sides added together equal. So I've got 3 and 1/2 plus 3 and 1/2 plus 3 and 1/2. Well, I know 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. I know 2 halves make a whole. And then I've got 1/2 left over. So 10 1/2 is the perimeter, which is D. Okay, number 10. A baker uses food coloring for cake batter. He needs 4 1/8, but he only has 2 1/2 ounces. So how much more does he need? So we have to subtract. How much more does we need to subtract? So let's look at part A. So we have 4 1/8 minus 2 1/2. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and 1/8 minus 1/2. I need these to be the same, so I'm going to multiply 2 by 4 to get the same denominator as 8, which now gives me 2 1/8 minus 4/8. Well, I can't take 4 from 1, so I have to regroup. Excuse me. So this becomes 1, and this is going to be 8 over 8 plus 1 over 8 is 9/8. Now I can subtract 4, which gives me 5/8. So my answer is 1 5/8. So he needs 1 5/8 more of food coloring. Now, if it says if the baker only finds 1 ounce of food coloring at the store, how many more ounces does he need? So we know that he has 2 1/2 ounces. He finds 1 more, but we still need to know how much more he needs if he needs 4 1/8. So 2 1/2 plus 1 is 3 1/2. So now I'm going to subtract 4 1/8 minus 3 1/2. 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, so now I have 1 1/8 minus 1/2. Just like before, I'm going to multiply by 4 to get the same denominator, which gives me 1 1/8 minus 4 over 8. I can't take away from 4 from 1, so I'm going to regroup. This is going to be 8 over 8 plus 1 over 8, which is 9 over 8, minus 4 over 8, and I get 5/8. So he needs 5/8 more. Okay, and really quickly, in 2 minutes, I'm going to try to go through number 6. I didn't write it down, but it is a word problem, and somebody needs 2 1/4 of something, and they have 1 3/8, and they want to know how much more they need. So this is just a subtraction problem. So we have 2 1/4 minus 1 3/8. So 2 minus 1 is 1 1/4 minus 3/8. To get to the same denominator, I'm going to multiply 4 by 2, 1 by 2. So now I have 1 2/8 minus 3/8. Can't take 3 from 2, so I have to regroup. This is 8 over 8 plus 2 over 8, which is 10 over 8 minus 3 over 8, which gives me 7/8. And that's our answer. And lastly, number 12. This is a simple subtraction problem. Okay, so I got 30 seconds. So I'm going to fly through this one. I'm going to automatically multiply this by 2 to get me to the same denominator, 5. So now I have 4 2/10 minus 7/10. I can't do that, so I'm going to take 1 from 4, make it a 3. 10 over 10 plus 2 over 10 equals 12 over 10 minus 7 over 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 equals 5 over 10. So I have 3 5/10.